Let me say something that might feel uncomfortable at first, but incredibly freeing once it lands. Your child does not experience your intentions, they experience your nervous system. Not what you say, not how much you love them, not how hard you're trying. They experience your tone, your pace, your breath, your presence. They experience the state that you are in. If you've ever noticed that your child melts down faster when you're overwhelmed, or becomes more reactive when you're stressed, or seems calmer when you finally exhale, that's not a coincidence. That's biology. And today, we're talking about why regulating your nervous system is one of the most powerful things you can do for your child, and how to do it without adding another thing to your already full plate. Welcome back to the Parent Thing. If you're new here, what took you so long? I've been waiting for you. I'm Taryn, and this is a space where we talk about parenting through the lens of brain development, nervous system regulation, and what's actually happening beneath the behavior. Let's ground this out in a little bit of science. Research in developmental neuroscience shows that children's nervous systems are co regulated, meaning they rely on the adults around them to help organize their internal states. In fact, the parent child nervous system connection is so strong that a child's heart rate, cortisol levels, and emotional regulation patterns often mirror the caregivers. In simple terms, your nervous system sets the tone for the room. So, in this episode, I want to help you understand how parental stress is transmitted to children on a biological level, why staying calm is not a mindset issue but a physiological one, what actually helps regulate your nervous system as a parent, and how this shifts your child's behavior without force, control, or guilt. If you stay with me, you'll walk away not just informed but empowered with practical tools that you can start using today. Let's talk about the science of co regulation. From a technical perspective, co regulation is rooted in the autonomic nervous system, specifically the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve acts as a communication highway between the brain and the body, regulating the heart rate, digestion, breathing, and emotional state. When a child is young, their vagal tone, which is their ability to self regulate, is still developing. That's where you come in. Through facial expression, tone of voice, posture, and breath, your nervous system sends constant signals of safety or threat to your child's brain. This is happening below conscious awareness. So when you're stressed, when you're rushed, dysregulated, or overwhelmed, even if you're saying all the right things, your child's nervous system picks up the signal. Something is not safe. That's why logic doesn't land. That's why consequences don't work in the moment. And that's why behavior escalates. Understanding this shifts the goal of parenting from controlling behavior to creating safety. And safety is a physiological state, not a verbal one. Why do parents struggle to regulate? This is the part we don't talk about enough. Parents are chronically stressed. Sleep deprivation, mental load, financial pressure, work pressure, healing from your own childhood, trying to parent differently than you were parented, or even parenting the way you were parented because that's your only frame of reference for parenting. Your nervous system is doing a lot. And yet, we tell parents to just stay calm, as if calm is a decision instead of a state. But regulation is not willpower, it is capacity. From a technical standpoint, regulation is the ability to move fluidly between nervous system states and return to safety after stress. That's a skill that can be strengthened. If your nervous system is already maxed out, asking it to remain calm under pressure is like asking a muscle to lift when it's already fatigued. So when you snap, when you shut down, or when you feel overwhelmed, that's not personal failure. It's a nervous system reaching its limit. And once we stop pathologizing parental stress, we can finally start addressing it in ways that actually work. Children are exquisitely sensitive to stress cues. They are sensitive to micro expressions, they are sensitive to breath patterns, muscle tension, tone shifts. Their brains are wired to scan caregivers for safety information because developmentally, their survival depends on it. When your nervous system is regulated, your tone becomes sharper, your body stiffens, your breath shortens. Your child's brain reads this as threat, even when the stress is not about them. This is why a stressed parent can unintentionally create a stressed child, even in a loving home. But here's the hopeful part: the same pathway that transmits stress can transmit regulation, which means you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be supported. Your nervous system just needs to be supported. So, what actually helps? Not bubble baths, not me time that you don't have, not forcing positivity. Although a good bubble bath, debatable. Regulation starts with the body. Some evidence based nervous system supports include slow, extended exhales, grounding through pressure or movement, orienting to safety in your environment, and reducing your sensory overload. This isn't about calming down after you explode. It's about increasing your capacity so you have more room before you hit the edge. And the most powerful reframe of it all: you regulating yourself is not selfish. It was one of the most loving things that you can do for your child because your calm becomes their calm. And I cannot talk about that enough. What does this mean for you moving forward? What changes after today? Well, one, you stop blaming yourself for a stress response. You are human, and as a human experiencing a human experience, you are going to be stressed. You are going to be dysregulated. Your emotions are going to be heightened. So you're going to stop trying to fix your child without supporting yourself first. You start noticing your body before reacting to behavior. So you begin to ask, what does my nervous system need right now? Or better yet, if you sit quietly or still enough, you can actually feel where your body is carrying that dysregulation. It may feel like a tight chest. It may look like your shoulders are tense. It may look like you're frowning all the time. So when you start noticing these signals and these cues, that's your body telling you that there's a little bit of dysregulation happening in that moment. And when you do that consistently, parenting becomes less reactive and more connected. Why? Because you're connecting to yourself. You are listening to your body's cues because, again, it is a physiological state when you are dysregulated. So you don't have to be perfect. This is not going to be easy, but it is sustainable. If this episode resonated with you, here's what I want you to know. You don't have to figure this out alone. If you're feeling chronically overwhelmed, stuck in reactive patterns, or disconnected from yourself as a parent, I invite you to schedule a free 30-minute call with me. This is not a sales pitch. It's a nervous system informed conversation to help you understand what's happening in your body and how to support yourself more effectively. You can schedule the call by sending me an email, and I will have my email address in the show notes. Sometimes the first step towards helping your child is finally being supported yourself. Parenting is not meant to be done in survival mode. And the fact that you're here, listening, learning, and willing to reflect tells me everything I need to know about the kind of parent you are. Your nervous system matters, your healing matters, and the way you care for yourself ripples directly into your child's world. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you soon.